welcome everybody to our new podcast, High Fantasy, where we will be playing the popular role-playing game, Dungeons and Dragons. My name is Ramon. I'm your Dungeon Master and your host. And as co-host here I have...
Hi, I'm Ricky Lee Benedetto.
Yes, and Ricky, you play D&D very avidly, don't you?
Yep, every week.
Okay, so you're very, very familiar with this. Okay, it's important for me to know. I'm pretty new to this, so we're hoping to have some fun with what's gonna happen. Great, so we can get started. Just a basic bit of basic rules. If Ricky will help me, is the way the game works. I, the Dungeon Master, will narrate setting, and I will progress the storyline. Progress the storyline. And the way I will be doing that is I will be telling it almost like a story, but it becomes interactive when a player has to do an action or take part in the story. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So the way that will be happening is we will be rolling dice. Yes, this is a dice game. And the way that works is the Dungeon Master has previously made certain numbers have to be rolled or higher for the actions to succeed. And so we will get started. The game's taking place in a place called Tamriel. That is the continent. The story that is unfolding is happening in the country Skyrim. Now, our protagonist, Lucky, finds herself imprisoned. She suddenly wakes up and she realizes that she's in prison. However, she does not know why, and the last thing she can remember is falling asleep. Now, the guards are telling her that they caught her trying to assassinate the Jarl, the leader of the city. But Lucky cannot remember this. So, this is where our adventure begins. But before we start that, Ricky, can you tell us about your character, Lucky?
Okay, so Lucky is an elf. She has short black hair, she has green eyes, and I'd say she's always been a little bit of a troublemaker, so maybe that's why I'm in jail, as it seems. And she's just not happy to be in prison right now.
Okay. Alright, well, so our story begins. You're in jail. You're on the bottom third floor, underneath the jailhouse. You know this because the guards keep joking to you about how you'll never get out of here and you'll rot here because of the horrible actions you've attempted. So, now, I ask you, what do you want to do?
Okay, so is there like any windows in my cell?
No, there is no windows. The only thing you can see around you is concrete walls. And it is a very poor lit room by a couple of torches that are hanging on some very, very old wooden columns.
Okay, is there any guards standing outside my cell right now?
Yes, there is one. This fella stands at about 5'6", I'd say about medium to small build. You know, he's just an average looking guy. But he is the new guy that has been assigned because your previous guard just left to go have his break.
Okay. Can I try, picking the lock from the inside?
Okay, do you have an item to pick the lock with? You do not. I do not think you do. I mean, you have been stripped of everything that you own, and now you're just in a basic cloth tunic, I think. Wrapped around with what do you call it, a rope belt.
Oh man, okay. Can I grab the guard to see if he has like anything on him that I can escape with?
Yes, he is standing close enough, but for that, you will have to make a pickpocketing check. All right, and now you're ready to roll. 8. Just by the skin of your teeth, you are able to successfully scrummage through the guy's stuff. Turns out, yes, he does have the keys. However, to proceed to take the keys from him, you need to unlock a little clip on which they're clipped onto. So, I'm going to need you to roll another pickpocketing check. What's that? A 6?
No, it's a 9.
Oh, I'm sorry. As you try to take the keys from the clip, he hears sudden noise from behind him. And moving, he starts to feel a slight tug on his hip. Quickly, he realizes what's going on, and he steps away from the cell. And now you've been made. You've alerted the guard. He's looking straight at you. But this guy, he's not like your last guard. He's not very quick to anger. But he simply tells you, you should stop that. You should not try that. Don't do that. You're gonna get in trouble if you do. This has been the nicest thing any guard has told you up to this point. What's the next? What is your move?
I'll just try talking to him and be like, come on, it's like, let me out.
What do you say? What do you say to him?
Okay. It's like really cold in here, and I'm like kind of like super bored. I don't even know what I did. Can you just like let me go and like I can figure this all out?
He quickly responds to you. You take me for a fool. I'm not letting you out of there. It took 5 of us to take you down. I'm not sure that's a good idea. But I'll tell you what. I'll go get something to keep you warm. I understand we are very deep underground. With that being said, the guard leaves. So now you are completely alone in the jail cell. What is your next move?
Is there anything else
I gotta say, there is some stuff where you were laying in a pile of sort of hay, like old hay, with the cloth on top of it as a bed. That's the only thing that you can see inside the cell. That's the only thing that there is. The floor is just cold concrete.
I'm gonna move the bed over, see if there's a hole or a crack in the walls or anything.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna need you to roll once again. Yes. 12. As you start to rummage around in the hay, you start to move everything. All of a sudden, you hear a metallic ding on the floor. You start to move things away in order to find that thing, and you quickly see that someone has hidden a key inside that hay bed. So now, you're able to unlock this door. Possibly, you'll have to check if it is the key to the door. It could just be a random key.
Oh, God.
So, now be careful. You have to be very dexterous, because the way the lock is set up on the outside, your hand has to go around a certain bar, which makes it very difficult to reach the lock. So you need to be careful to not drop the key.
Okay.
Oh, and she rolls a 2.
No.
Oh gosh. Unfortunately, you drop the key as you try to unlock the door. You drop the key.
Midair, grab it.
Okay, there will be. Hold on, before you proceed, I'll allow this as a dungeon master. One saving throw for one action in the entirety of an episode. Do you want to use your action now to try to take that key midair?
Yeah.
All right. You must roll a 13 to pass this check.
13 or higher?
Yes.
Oh.
3. She rolls a 3. With your special action wasted, you swing your hand down to try to grab the key, but the key slips away from your fingers. The metallic clanking on the floor, it just reminds you of what's going on, the reality. You are now stuck. You are now stuck in this jail cell. The guard starts to come back just as you're squatting to try to pick up the key. You hear the guard coming. He enters the room with another torch and a cloth blanket.
Wait, he enters the room?
Yes.
I'm gonna try to attack him so I can.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't enter your jail cell. Like, your jail cell is separated from the rest. Like, you're in jail, like in bars.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, exactly. You're trying to unlock your way out, but he comes into the room where the jail, or the cell is.
Mm-hmm.
So he comes back, and you see now he has an extra torch and a blanket. As he gets closer, he tells you, "Here you go." And he starts to step towards closer and closer to you. You notice that his foot is about to touch the key. His boot is mere inches away from that key as he's handing you that blanket and setting up another torch right outside of your cell. What do you do?
So he's about to step on it?
Yeah, he's shuffling around it very close. He's let's say 2 to 3 inches away. He's trying to set up the torch right outside the cell, and he keeps stepping right around it.
So, like, if I don't do anything, he'll probably, like, step on it and notice it? Or, like... Oh, okay.
That has not happened yet, so...
I will just... I'll try to grab the key while he's shuffling around. Like, quickly, like, reach my hand under the bars and swipe the key real quick so he doesn't notice.
I'm gonna need you to roll a charisma check. To pass this, to try to weasel and grab the key while making it look like you were merely just stretching and convincing this guard, you must roll a charisma check.
Okay.
Of 10 or higher. 16. You succeed.
Finally.
You succeed. You bend down quickly and you snatch the key before the guard can see you. However, he is surprised that you try to make this move. It looks strange to him. But you quickly reassure him that it was just a stretch because you got a spasm in your back and you were just trying to fix it. And although the guard is a little bit taken back, he just brushes it off. So now you are in possession of the key, a blanket that stands at about, I'd say, 6 feet tall and about 3.5 feet wide. It's a very, very thin blanket. It's not something special, but it will definitely keep you warmer. What do you do? The guard has now set up post as well. He has now set up post again. He is standing outside, but however, the jail cell now has 2 torches in front of it. What do you do?
Does it ever sound like he's, like, falling asleep ever?
No. Unfortunately, the guard shifts are quick. They usually only stand guard for 3 to 4 hours, then they switch again, so there's really no time to start nodding off. And currently, you have a sneaking suspicion that it's daytime, everybody seems real peppy, real full of energy.
Okay. So, how long into the shift has this guy been in now?
So now, between the time that you woke up, saw him, and had your first conversation with him, to the moment where we are now, exactly 16 minutes have passed.
So he just got onto the shift. Okay.
Yes. Well, that you know of, 16 minutes have gone by. It's very possible that he could be towards the end of his shift.
I'll just ask him about his work life. Be like, so how long do you work here all the time? Like, what's your hours and stuff?
Okay. He responds to you with, really, I shouldn't be talking to you, honestly. I think it's best if we don't talk to each other.
So boring. It's so quiet down here. It's like...
He then starts to anger a little bit. He starts to lose his patience. Look, I told you, I can't be talking to you. Back off. What do you do?
Is he close to my cell? Like, did he get closer?
Yes, he's at the post where he was before. He's standing right, I'd say, about a half a foot away from the cell.
Okay.
And he's facing outwards. He's not facing you. His back is towards you.
I'm gonna try to rope that blanket around and try to, like, knock him out, like, pull him against the bars and try to just choke him out.
Okay. You're trying to choke him out. Okay. So, let's see. What check do you think that would be? That would be... Strength, yeah. Strength. A strength check. Okay. So, you must roll. Like we said, this guy's pretty medium to thinly built. He doesn't look to have much strength on him. To pass this check, you must roll a 7 or higher.
Okay.
13. You slowly start to wrap around this blanket into one of those like a rope, and into a rope. You just twist it around. Slowly, he doesn't notice you. You creep up behind him. You quickly throw the blanket around his neck. With your other arm, you grab it, the other end, and you start pulling madly. The bars feel like they're shaking with this guy's attempt to try to escape. However, after about 28 seconds, you have finally successfully choked this guy out. He is knocked out. He falls to the floor. What do you do?
I am instantly trying to get myself out of this.
Again, you must, if you want to unlock this door, you have to go around, remember?
Oh my god.
You have to roll another check.
Okay.
Picklocking check. You must roll a 13 or higher. An 8. No. You roll an 8. You drop the key.
Oh my god.
It falls in front of the guard. It travels down his body and it's over by his boot now. However, you quickly remember, wait, he has the keys on his belt.
Right? My next move. I'll go grab those keys.
You grab the keys. You see that the keys are definitely within reach, but half of his body is laying on the keys. You have to roll a strength check to try to maneuver the keys out of there. You must roll a 6 or higher. Wow. You have rolled a 1. You utterly and completely fail. And now, with your disturbance, the guard's body completely flops over on his side, completely covering the keys.
Okay.
And with that, this episode finishes. That was close.
Was it?
It was, you know. Thank you for joining us this episode on High Fantasy. We hope you have enjoyed your time with us.
Yeah, it was fun. I'm hope to continue.
Yes, indeed. We will catch you guys in the next episode. Have a great rest of your day. See ya.
Bye.